Welcome, local friends and neighbors and friends joining us from across the country. I am Joanna Draniak-Kicinska, the founder and CEO of Safe Skincare. I'm truly grateful to be here with you for our second annual Safe Angel Night. As you know, all tickets proceeds and 10% of sale in the month of December go to Laurel Center, a wonderful resources in our community. Our first Safe Angel Night was here in Winchester a year ago. Just like so many other things this year, COVID has made us change and adapt. Regardless, we are so glad we could meet virtually this year for a great cause. While Faith will tell you more about Laurel Center and the great services they are providing, I want to tell you a bit about Safe and our commitment to the community. So I created Safe with safe and simple ingredients, and I feel so proud of our success so far, although we have a long way to go. And I'm even more proud of our commitment to our community. Like many other of you, during the crisis, I've wondered what we can do to help those in need. If you attended our event last year, you might remember how dedicated I am to fight against domestic violence and how strongly I support empowering women. Although COVID has changed our circumstances, it hasn't changed our commitment. With that, I want to say a huge thank you to all of you for helping us to support Laurel Center. The staff has been working so hard to help women who suffered from domestic and sexual violence. With your support, the center can continue serving those in need in our community. So thank you so much for being here with us tonight.
Good evening and welcome. Thank you so much for attending tonight's Angel Night event. It's the second annual event. I'm Faith Power. I'm the Executive Director of the Laurel Center. For those of you that might not know, the Laurel Center provides domestic and sexual assault services to our region. We've been in operation for nearly 40 years, providing emergency shelter, court advocacy, counseling, education, and now job training for those individuals that have experienced intimate partner violence. This year, as you might imagine, it's been a very challenging year with COVID. COVID has created more violence out there in the community, but COVID also, because of social distancing requirements, has made us cancel many of our fundraising events. So the demand for services have gone up at a time when we are receiving less funding from the community. So tonight's event is very important to us, and we're so very grateful to Joanna and Michael for stepping forward to support the Laurel Center. And we're thankful that you are participating in this event as well, because by participating in this event, you're supporting the Laurel Center. So we feel very blessed and we're very thankful for your support. Joanna and Michael are amazing individuals here in our community. I feel like I need to put in a plug. I'm not being paid. I'm not a professional spokesperson for their product, but I am a customer and I do use it. Two of my favorites that I wanted to share with you is the anti-pollution sleeping mask. I use it religiously. It's an awesome product, as well as the rejuvenating moisturizer lightweight. Ladies, if you have sensitive skin, this is something that you will really enjoy using every day. So Michael and Joanna, thank you, and thank you all for supporting the Laurel Center. Have a great evening.
Hello everybody, my name is Courtney. I'm here at Village Square Restaurant. Today I'll be making you my spiced old fashioned. It's a recipe I've been making for about 3 years now. It's a little twist on the classic old fashioned itself with a homemade spiced simple syrup and a few other garnishes. So we're going to start off by getting an orange slice, 3 dashes of our Fee Brothers old fashioned bitters. We're going to do about ½ ounce of a homemade spiced simple syrup. This is really easy to make. You just take allspice, cinnamon, nutmeg, and mix it with ½ part sugar, ½ part warm water, mix together, let it steep, and then you strain it out so that way it doesn't get all clumpy in it. Then you're going to muddle. Make sure you muddle the orange peel itself because that helps accentuate a little bit of the orange flavor. Next, we'll add our bourbon cube, 2 ounces of bourbon. Now from here, I like to add a little bit of rosemary. You slap it to accentuate the oils, help give it a little nice fall smell. I stir the cup at the lips around there, add a little bit of water. That helps open up the bourbon just a little bit in the drink, a little bit. I like that over soda water myself. Give it another quick stir. And cherries to garnish. There you go.
Hi everybody! I'm so happy to share with you tonight my recipe for Christmas bath bombs, which can be a great idea for a gift for yourself or for other people. I was hoping that we would be able to do them together, but probably we have to wait until 3rd Safe Angel Night, when it will be safe to meet in person. As you know, safe skincare products are designed for people who have sensitive skin and should avoid substances that can irritate their skin, such as fragrances, colorants, or aggressive preservatives. So probably you are wondering why I offer you my recipe for smelly, colorful bath bombs. Well, first of all, I said it's a great idea for a gift, and second of all, it's a great fun to do them with your family and friends. So today, my daughters and I would like to show you how to make beautiful smelling Christmas bath bombs by yourself. I promise it's not difficult, and all ingredients you're gonna find in your kitchen, and the effect will be overwhelming. So let's do this. And Jules. So this is Helena and this is Mariana, who will show us tonight how to do Christmas bath bombs.
Okay, so the ingredients we're gonna need are 2 cups of baking soda.
Yes, we have 2 cups of baking soda.
Great. 1 cup of citric acid.
Yes, we have 1 cup.
And ½ a cup of olive oil, or actually any other oil. It doesn't change anything. And we have quite a few optional ingredients that will make the bath bomb more festive and fun to just enjoy. We can add some soaking salt of any scent you like.
This one is lavender.
Wow. We can add some ground oatmeal because Mom says it's very moisturizing.
It is.
We also prepared some dried orange skin because it will smell really nice with the scent we'll be using, which is another optional ingredient. It's an essential oil or a scent. We're gonna be using sweet orange to go with the orange peels. You can also use food coloring, and we'll be using some light green, not that one,
That's
light
blue.
green,
I'm like, that's blue.
to make it a little more contrasting and fun. So first we're gonna add in all the dry ingredients and optional ingredients.
Okay, let's do this.
Baking soda. It does end up being a cloud, so when you mix this, don't mix too fast.
Okay,
Citric acid.
there you go.
Alright, pour it in. There you go, teamwork. And we're gonna add our optional ingredients, which is the orange peel.
All of it?
Sure.
All of it. Ah.
Woo!
Thank you.
Our essential oil scented sweet orange.
How do you open it?
Oh, you have to push it, press it. Oh, sorry.
Probably a keep out of children's reach thing if it's so hard to open.
There you go.
Alright, just a few drops of that because we already have the orange peel in. Keep going. We have a lot of.
How do you want to stop?
Okay, it's okay now. It's great. And our green food coloring, which we're gonna add just a few drops so we can still see the peel inside our bath
Yeah,
bomb.
open it.
Again.
I'm like, open it.
There.
Can I mix?
Yes, you can mix. A few drops.
Yes.
2.
2,
Woo!
3,
4, 5.
4, 5.
Very nice.
I want to mix.
Okay, now mix very slowly and try and incorporate all the ingredients.
Ooh, look at that.
And I'm gonna need a glove. Thank you very much. Because the food coloring before we mix it in is still a little bit coloring to your skin, I'm gonna get on this glove. And I also don't want any citric acid getting into any small scratches that I might have on my hand because that might burn a little bit.
I think I need more food coloring.
We'll add later, okay?
Yeah, we can add that later. Alright, get the spoon out. It's time to add in our only wet ingredient if you don't count food
Ah, what
coloring.
about my oatmeals?
Gosh, Mom.
Yes! They are the best ingredients in the whole recipe.
Okay. Whatever. Mix that in. And I'll continue with my hand as soon as Manya adds in some olive oil. Add in half of it at a time and then like kind of spread it out.
Okay.
Alright. And I'm mixing it in. It feels funny because I can't feel it so exactly because of the glove. It feels like a giant mess under my hand. But I'm gonna start trying to mix it all in so that the baking soda and the citric acid are mixed in with the oil and add in the rest. Thank you.
I put some on
And here we go. I need to make sure this is mixed in very well. Otherwise, we might have some citric acid and baking soda mix falling out of our bath bomb when we take it out of the form, which we're gonna use like anything really. We could use the citric fruit container, or we could use one of the actual bath bomb looking ones. We can use any 2 bowls that we put together. It doesn't really matter. It still has the great fuzzy and bubbling sensation when you put it into your bath, and the shape doesn't make a difference. So why don't we go with the small bath bomb shape? We're gonna grab some of the mix, put it in, and then apply a little bit of pressure. Then clean it up so that I don't have much excess so that it's able to connect. And a little bit more left.
Press it. Yes.
Yep, there we go. And can I have the other half, please?
Oh, sorry. The bigger one.
And we're gonna repeat the process like that. And now I grab both of them. And 1, 2, 3. I need to make sure that it closes up nicely. And that's all you really need to do. In the next 20 minutes, we can take this out of the form and let it sit overnight so it's ready to be used like the ones we made last night.
We have leftovers.
So you can also mix. You can, for example, have one color in the one half and the other in the other.
Yep, like here. It's a really fun process. Now let's put this away and try one of the ones we made last night out to see how much fun it gives me.
Oh, be careful.
Can I?
Okay, you can put it in if you'd like.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, wow.
It's literally like bubbling.
Wow, it's bubbling so much. Wow.
We did it!
Success.
Okay, so also you can just make a gift, as I said. You can just take a plastic wrap, make a nice ribbon, and there you go, ready to go gift.
It's still bubbling.
It's almost done though.
I love the color.
I think, girls, we have to say thank you so much for being with us tonight, and we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Bye!
Hello, my name is Daniel Calver, Executive Chef of Village Square Restaurant in Winchester, Virginia. I wish you a happy holiday season, and I hope everybody's doing well. Today we're going to be making a traditional Maryland crab cake recipe. Traditionally in Maryland crab cakes you have multiple types of crab meat. Today we have a claw meat and a lump crab meat. The claw comes from the claws and the legs, and the lump comes from inside the shell. We are going to be making a gluten-free variety of crab cake, which are not typical to the area. We are going to be using 100% rice panko breadcrumb to bind the crab meat. The first ingredients that we mix are our wet ingredients. We combine our dressing, then we fold our crab in, and lastly we bind with our panko breadcrumbs. So our first ingredients are whole grain Dijon mustard. We're going to do 2 teaspoons of that. We're going to do 1 tablespoon of chopped parsley. We are going to do 2 teaspoons of Old Bay seasoning. Old Bay seasoning is a pre-blended seasoning that is traditionally used in crab cakes, especially in the Chesapeake Bay area. We are going to use 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice. We are going to use 1 whole large egg, 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. We use Duke's in Virginia. It's a brand that's made in Richmond. It's a double egg mayonnaise. It tends to hold things a little better together. We're gonna put that in there. And then the secret ingredients, Worcestershire sauce and Tabasco. I do 2 splashes of Worcestershire and 4 splashes of Tabasco. We're gonna go ahead and mix that up. These are all of our wet ingredients. Mix it until it's completely combined into a nice uniform dressing, is what I call it, a dressing. Okay, so here's our dressing. You can see that everything is nice and in uniform shape. You'll notice on that Dijon mustard I used a whole grain, so you'll see the flakes in there. It kind of adds a little texture and it definitely makes it look a little more beautiful on those cakes. So we're gonna go ahead and add our crab meat first, our lump. Then that will be 10 ounces of lump and 10 ounces of claw. Okay, now here's the most important part. Very gently, we're going to fold the crab meat in with the dressing. Very gently, as to not make it into a paste. Okay, we're gonna mix it all nice and easy. And then our final ingredient is 1/2 cup gluten-free rice panko breadcrumbs. And you're gonna add it in stages. So you'll add the first half, again, fold it. And you'll be able to feel that it's drying out that dressing a little bit. And you can feel the crab meat starting to come together to where you can make it into a cake. It's still a little wet, so we're gonna go ahead and add the second part of our breadcrumbs. Okay, what we will do, go ahead and get that mixed. What we're gonna do once this is all mixed up is we're gonna go ahead and form our crab cakes. I tend to make a 4-ounce crab cake, that way it can get nice and brown on the outside and gets nice and hot on the inside. We go ahead and cook those in a 400-degree oven for 10 minutes. So here we have our pre-oiled pan. And the making of a crab cake, and only because I've made a million of them, as I know that that's 4 ounces, you go ahead and you make it like a puck. So you squeeze with one hand, down on the other, and you rotate. And it makes a beautiful Maryland crab cake. Go ahead and make these. They're best for entertaining in the wintertime. You know, if you and your spouse and your children really like crab cakes, you could take and make mini ones about 1 ounce, and the mini ones take 5 minutes in a 400-degree oven. You can put them out with a little cocktail sauce, and they're great for before dinner appetizers, or get-togethers, or just kind of sitting around watching the old football team play football. Make 3 of these. Crab cakes I traditionally serve with a nice rice and a hearty vegetable like asparagus. They go really well with that. Maybe a little tartar sauce or cocktail sauce on the side. We'll go ahead and get these in the oven and we'll be right back.
All right, so for all of you moms out there, for all of you parents out there, this song was inspired by a picture of Sam with his first grade class. And just try to imagine yourself in first grade.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackie Banyan. I'm an esthetician in Beverly Hills, California. For those of you who do not know me, I like to take a functional approach to skincare, meaning I combine medical techniques with natural techniques, all while incorporating lifestyle changes and general health and improving skincare. One of my girlfriends told me about Save Skincare, and before I let anything touch my face, I have to check out the ingredients. And the second I checked out this website, I knew that I had to get my hands on the skincare line. Let me tell you something very unique about Save Skincare, which I bet nobody else would really pay attention to. But something that really stood out to me is the amount of probiotics they incorporate into their ingredients, which is so underrated in skincare. I cannot tell you how many clients come to me with acne, thinking they have acne, when it's actually facial yeast or facial candida, which oftentimes gets confused with dermatitis. So incorporating fermented products or fermented ingredients into your skincare line or into your skincare regimen will improve the general health of your skin. Not even just that, but I'm not sure if you guys know, we absorb 60% of the products that go onto our skin. So it's extra important to make sure that what we are using is clean. Save Skincare is not only natural, it's paraben-free, sulfate-free, doesn't use mineral oils, doesn't use fragrance, doesn't use essential oils. I can't tell you how many people have sensitivities to essential oils, and they don't use colors or alcohol. Believe it or not, FDA considers food dye a natural ingredient. So many products have gross fragrances and gross food dyes in them, and they're still able to label their product as natural. So that's why I love Save Skincare. I love that all the products are actually clean. And today I'm gonna show you how to utilize it into your skincare routine. So a super cool thing that I noticed about Save Skincare is they utilize ectoin in their ingredients. Ectoin is naturally derived from a bacteria. And just like our insides, our outsides need a healthy balance of good and bad bacteria. Ectoin actually helps organisms survive in extreme environments. So just going off the theme of Save Skincare, all of their ingredients revolve around protecting our skin from external factors, which is why this is so great for sensitive and sensitized skin, because sensitive and sensitized skin have a broken down skin barrier. And obviously our skin barrier is important for a lot of things, but what it really helps with is fighting off free radicals from sun damage and environmental external factors such as pollution and things like that. So I'm gonna go over how to utilize Save Skincare into your skincare regimen. First things first, let's talk about cleansing. You wanna cleanse the skin before you start doing anything, right? A lot of people think that if they're going to exfoliate, they can skip the cleansing step, but you always want to cleanse, sometimes even double cleanse. A super big myth about cleansing the skin is a lot of people use hot water to cleanse their face, which is not the best thing to do. Heat in general exacerbates redness and inflammation. So you kind of want to do the opposite. Cleansing with cold water makes the most sense. And let me tell you why. You're cleansing your skin because it's dirty, right? And heat opens up the pore. So if your face is dirty and you put hot water on it and the pore expands, the second you take your face out of the heat, the pore is gonna shrivel back up, trapping the bacteria and dirt inside the pore, which is the exact opposite of what we want. That's why you wanna cleanse your skin with cold water and always make sure that you are patting dry your face. So after we've cleansed with cold water and pat dry, we can use our gentle exfoliator. I can't tell you, this product does not have any plastic in it, and I'm so happy about it because a lot of exfoliants have plastic in it. I can't think of one good reason why any skincare line would utilize any sort of plastic in their product. But believe it or not, a lot of them do. Don't even get me started on St. Ives. I can't even talk about it. But this gentle exfoliant, you can actually utilize it as a mask. The way that I did it the way that they want you to do it is they want you to apply it on the skin, massage it in for 1 to 2 minutes onto dry skin. But actually, I did it with, my skin was dry, it was a little bit moist, but I utilized it in the shower and I let it sit on my face for a couple of minutes while I was deep conditioning my hair. And my skin literally glowed after. So I would utilize this exfoliant about once or twice a week, maybe a little bit more as a mask, a treat. You want to really massage it into the skin, let it sit for 1 to 2 minutes, and then afterwards you just glow. Then you want to make sure that you're also exfoliating at night because your cell turnover rate increases while you sleep, and also you don't want to make your skin sensitive to the sun. So the next thing you'll do, you just exfoliated, you want to get something really yummy into your skin, right? Well, the anti-pollution vitamin C booster is so delicious. You actually can get like 2 pumps and just pat it directly into the skin. They have you mix it with other things, but the product is so yummy. I've actually just been patting it into my skin and it's been feeling amazing. So after I do the anti-pollution vitamin C booster, you can either do the anti-pollution moisturizer or you can do the anti-pollution sleeping mask. So the sleeping mask is so yummy. Let me tell you guys something super cool about the sleeping mask. I actually just did a chemical peel about a week and a half ago. So my face is super sensitized. Difference between sensitive and sensitized. Sensitive skin is born sensitive. Sensitized skin has been sensitive because of something that was used. So my skin is sensitized because my chemical peel, you can tell it's just a little bit flush. And I was able to spend the whole night in this mask and not feel any burning, not feel any irritation. In fact, it brought my skin, it increased my healing production, and it just took me straight to a glowy space. I mean, don't get me wrong. I waited about a week and a half before sleeping with my anti-pollution face mask, anti-pollution sleeping mask, because I didn't want to irritate my skin. But man, oh man, did it do good things. And honestly, the fact that I was able to use it after a chemical peel without feeling any burning or itchiness is huge. So we already know it's sensitive skin approved. Now let's talk about morning routine. So since none of us are really like going out and about and stuff and like sitting in direct sun, which in that case, literally only wear sunblock. But since we are just popping around town and barely making it into the sun, you want to utilize some sort of vitamin C in your daytime routine to help fight off the skin from free radicals, right? It works as a barrier to protect from external factors like pollution and free radicals. So I've actually been taking 1 pump instead of 3, which is the recommended use, and just patting it into my skin and utilizing it underneath my sunblock. And it's been feeling great. So far, I love everything about the skincare line, and I would definitely recommend it. Like I said, I did my chemical peel a week and a half ago, and the fact that none of these products make my skin tingle or burn is a very good sign. So let me know if you guys have any questions. This has been so much fun, and thank you, Safe Skincare, for having me.
We'll start this gratitude meditation in a comfortable seated position. Maybe you choose to have a wall behind your back or blanket underneath your seat. Wherever you are, find comfort. Start to notice your breath, the inhale and the exhale. Pay attention to how the body feels in this moment. Is there anywhere you could release tension? Maybe drop the shoulders away from the ears. Relax the jaw. The tongue might part from the roof of the mouth, and the lips may gently separate. And we'll start by offering gratitude to others. So think of someone in your home or nearby that you're grateful for. Take a moment to hold their picture in your mind. Maybe you recall a memory where you were especially grateful for them. hold space for this person. And imagine handing them a beautifully wrapped gift of gratitude. Now think of someone you don't know as well. Maybe a neighbor, a coworker, a friend of a friend, and hold their picture in your mind. Think of a gift that they provide. Maybe their gift is kindness or a word of encouragement. Maybe they hold open a door for you or assist you in some way. Take a moment and imagine as if you're handing them a beautifully wrapped gift of gratitude. Now shift your attention to your community. Maybe now you see many faces and many gifts and talents. Maybe you see many people working through the ups and downs and still showing up to provide for others. It could be a grocery store worker, a bank teller, teachers, healthcare providers, counselors, all individuals sharing themselves with your community. Take a moment to hold space for all of them and for all that they provide. And again, offer gratitude for your community. Now it's time to offer some gratitude for yourself. Maybe you think of your place in the community or your relationships with the people you pictured. Maybe you thank yourself for showing up and sharing your gifts and talents with others. Even in the most challenging times, you still show up for yourself. Now come back to your breath and notice the inhale and the exhale. And start to bring your attention to your head. And thank your ears for listening. Thank your eyes for taking in the world. Thank your tongue for speaking your truth. Thank your mouth for eating nourishing food. Thank your mind for its insights and ability to focus. Then move down into your chest and thank your lungs for breathing in fresh air and your heart for beating. Bring your awareness into your arms. Thank your hands for writing, for holding, and for creating. Thank your fingers for their sense of touch, and your arms for hugs that you've been given or received today and every day. Tune into your torso and thank your belly for digesting nourishing foods. And thank your vital organs for continuing all your body's functions. Feel your lower body and thank your legs and your feet for carrying you around all day and for taking you everywhere you need to go and want to go. And finally, connect with your whole body and thank your body for being your vessel in the world and your vehicle for experiencing each day fully. Finally, take a moment to thank yourself for taking this moment to offer gratitude to yourself and others. I am so grateful you joined me in this moment of gratitude. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.
If you have ever eaten at Waffle House at 2 o'clock in the morning, been on the road, go on a road trip. For those of you who travel for your jobs, you might stop at a restaurant at 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, this is about Sam being on the road because we're both traveling musicians, but he works with a band that travels quite a bit when COVID is not around. And this song is generally inspired about working on the road, being a traveling whatever you do, and eating at Waffle House at 2 o'clock in the morning. The world from my window, I'm just passing by. Some days I like to stop, but I'm a little bit tired. Money ain't everything, but she helps me get by. Dear Lord, help me, I'm living a lie. My daddy said there'd be days like this. Mama said, baby boy, just do as you please. So I hit the road running at the age of 23. Now 20 years later, here's what I see. Airports and bus stops, hotels and motels, smothered and covered, whatever gets me by. Living from suitcase, feeling locked in the case. Dear Lord, help me, I'm living a lie. World from my window, I'm just passing by.